Hello good people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like us to speak about the correlation of social media and businesses, and in this case most especially digital businesses. I have said it before in this channel that I am a digital entrepreneur, and some of my duties as a digital entrepreneur include freelance writing for newsrooms, magazines and blogs. It includes ghostwriting and selling of digital products. The key word here is digital entrepreneur, which simply means that majority of my business I conduct it through the digital platform, which is the internet. So various businesses are conducted through the internet, and this is what I want us to look at when we are speaking about the relation of these businesses and social media. Is it really necessary for every person who's running a business or conducting a business to be on social media? Personally, I am on social media. However, I have not in any way connected my social media to my businesses. If you went to my social media right now, you will see me just like a normal person. However, if you go to my profile, I have said what I do for a living. Many people have always assumed that to run an online business, you need to be on social media. But is that really the case? If you're selling physical products, for example, if you're selling shoes, or if you're selling books, or if you're selling mattresses or clothes, things like that, you may need to be on social media to help you with marketing your product. This is because many users of your products are online. There are people of a younger age, there are people who are basically online all through the time. They love shopping online. So these are the target audience, and so by you being on social media, you are basically promoting your business to the right audience. If you're advertising yourself as a model or a brand, you might need to be online because your work really fully depends on the kind of following you have. So you need to be on social media to be able to interact with people and garner a huge following of people, which makes you an influencer, and in that case promotes your career as a model or a brand in itself. Again, even with this kind of people, when they're working on social media, I'm pretty sure they look for a specific kind of crowd depending with what they are promoting or what they are targeting to achieve with their brand. So if you're working within a specific niche that needs to reach to a specific kind of audience, then social media is the great place for you to be, because it's easy for you to look for a specific kind of audience. And I'm sure even through advertising on social media, you can be able to target a specific group of people and advertise yourself to them. And if you're within their niche, if you're talking about things that are of interest to them, you're likely to garner them as a following for yourself to achieve whatever goal you intend to. Now, while this is the case, it is arguable that even though many business owners, even though directors, managers, and other top people in corporate companies and in government institutions are online, you will notice that some of them really do not conduct their businesses on social media. I'll give you a good example. Many journalists today are on social media, but whether they are on social media or not, their work as journalists, which includes disseminating information, things that are already happening in the society, their work really will not be affected whether they are on social media or not. They might influence the way you think, because by the virtue that they are known people, they have a following in itself. However, what they do as a profession is not really controlled by the masses on social media. Their works are influenced by what is happening in the society. Their work is to report on what is happening. So you're likely to find that there are journalists who choose not to be online, and they will still conduct their businesses as expected of them, and they will still flourish in their careers. In the same case, any writer does not need to be on social media to conduct their business. I'll give you an example of best-selling authors who care very little about social media. Ngugi wa Thiong'o, for example, Marjorie McGowan, for example, Adipo Sidang, who is a poet. He's also not as active on social media, but are their books selling? They are selling. Many ghostwriters are not on social media, mainly because whether they are there or not, it does not affect their day-to-day businesses. It does not affect what they do for a living. You don't need to be online to convince anyone that you're a good writer. Online is a place where you can create a personality and make it look like you, even though it's not the right representation of who you are. Some professionals do not need to create personalities. They do not not need to create brands. They do not need to gather a following or to convince anyone anything. If it's something they know for sure, it is there. Whether you have a following or not, it's a fact and it remains so. So to answer the question, is social media really necessary for online businesses? I think I've said clearly that while I am on social media, I have not really connected my business to social media. If you look at my profile on social media, for example, it will definitely tell you that I run a business. However, in my way of interacting with people, you might not be able to read this. I'm using my social media as a place to socialize with people and not a place to sell my skills. To answer the question, is social media really necessary for every online business? I think you can conclude the answer by now. This is arguably a topic that we might disagree on, so I'm really looking forward to read your comments and discuss with you in the comment section below. What do you think about this? Do you think it's really necessary for everybody to be on social media? Until my next video, goodbye.